feedback is this wouldn't be something I'm running in a new party because people think I'm playing a throwback.
You're completely not giving 100%. Yeah, I just don't think you got what it takes, bro.
See, making music ain't for everybody.
Stop trying to do everything, because then you're gonna get stuff that ends up sounding like this.
This is what it means to live in purpose. Yeah. If you ain't know, and all it ever took me was some focus. Yeah. If you ain't know, he told me spit the word without a pulpit. Yeah. If you ain't know, so I ain't letting go of my anointment. Yeah. If you ain't know, you already know what time it never is. Let go. I'm serving scriptures to the bodies that be lost in the street. Man, I ain't letting go of nothing, this the gospel to me. I'm never quitting, man, I'm right where I'm supposed to be. I'm focused on my mission like I'm Moses walking straight through the sea. I got a pocket full of pennies cause my soul changed. Even that my Lord's never joined the dope game. Now I'm getting real comfy, let the coat hang. You know I'm in the building, man, I'm about to blow like propane. If all this rapping's an issue, then you could grab a tissue. I'm saving lives with these verses, man, I won't even diss you. You got some hate on your spirit, man, it don't even fit you. You better step out my presence or else my God will fix you. Just know I'm living in purpose to every single daughter. I ain't gonna wait till you give it, man, I'ma take my flowers. Don't need no trophies or glory because he gave me power. I'll just keep repping the kingdom until the final hour. Purpose. Yeah. If you ain't know, and all it ever took me was some focus. Yeah. If you ain't know, he told me spit the word without a pulpit. Yeah. If you ain't know, so I ain't letting go of my anointment. Yeah. If you ain't know, never letting go.
My purpose, man, it's locked down. Can't take it from me, no, not now. Ain't no way I'ma walk out. I'm fighting on for my God's crown. Got a problem with it, that's on you. Get behind me, Satan, watch God do everything that he said he would, and that's all faith, yeah, understood. Yeah, got a calling, we're showing up. Evil spirit need to step down, otherwise I'll be pulling up. Aftermath, y'all see the blood dripping down, got no love for the enemy. Holy, you better be telling my old self that he's dead of me. See these orders coming in, telling me to go spread the message. You can't tie me down, check it, we moving to the objective. With anointed sound, getting prophetic, y'all can't reject it. But with God, we make a move strictly because he said it. Woo. Ignore all the people that don't want to see you do it for the kingdom. Glory be given to God, we don't deserve it. When the yang comes, he's putting his heel right on the back of the neck, killing the serpent. The battle is already won, so
this is what it means to live in purpose. Yeah. If you ain't know, and all it ever took me was some focus. Yeah. If you ain't know, he told me spit the word without a pulpit. Yeah. If you ain't know, so I ain't letting go of my anointment. Yeah. If you ain't know, never letting go. See, we only living in the purpose that God put us in, you feel me? Never letting go. So never mind who you thought we were. Never letting go. I know you feel like you the gatekeeper and everything. Never letting go. But it ain't up to you. Yeah. You already know what time it is. Yeah. 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 I'm feeling like David. Yeah. Feeling like David. Yeah. Can't nobody slay me. Yeah. You can't slay me. I feel like Moses. Yeah. Big Moses. Yeah. Can't nobody hold me. Yeah. Can't nobody. Yeah. I feel like Dale. Yeah. And what up, Daddy? Yeah. Can't nobody face me. Yeah. I'm feeling like Joseph. Yeah. Big Joseph. Yeah. Can't nobody break me. Yeah. Listen, why these haters tweaking? Acting like I don't need it. All of my pockets bleeding. All of my sneakers speaking. Never had a pot to piss in. Made a lot of dumb decisions. All of my sins forgiven. Now I got ammunition. No competition. This is the product of staying resilient. I'm gonna make it, don't need an opinion. Ain't gonna fumble, I'm here on a mission. I'm already winning. This is the vision. Feeling like Jesus in front of the millions. Making my mark with some bread and some fishes. Can't take the heat to get out of the kitchen. I'm feeling like David. King David. Yeah. Can nobody slay me? Yeah. I feel like Moses. Yeah. Big Moses. Yeah. Can nobody hold me? Yeah. No. Yeah. I feel like Daniel. Yeah. Big Daddy. Yeah. Can nobody face me? Yeah. I feel like Joseph. Yeah. Big Joseph. Yeah. Can nobody break me? Yeah. Listen. Stacking the green, I stay in the lab. Heat up the curry, I'm making a splash. Brother, he made me with clay in his hand. Shooting my shot like I'm Kevin Durant. From London to France, I cannot wait till I see all the beautiful cities and land. That is the plan, so I'm gonna need all my checks in advance. Do what I can, even without the best microphone. I'm finna make me a jam. Thanking my God for the things that I have. Turning my water to wine in a flash. Living in fear is a thing of the past. Ignoring the hate that I hear on the gram. You think you the goat, but you really a lamb. Here with my Bible, you know who I am. I'm feeling like David. King David. Yeah. Can nobody slay me? Yeah. Yeah. I feel like Moses. Big Moses. Yeah. Can nobody hold me? Yeah. No. Yeah. I feel like Daniel. Big Daddy. Yeah. Can nobody face me? Yeah. I feel like Joseph. Big Joseph. Yeah. Can nobody break me? Yeah. Listen. Yeah. Yeah. God is the GOAT, man. He took me from nothing to something, man. I'm on a roll, man. Yeah. Why these haters and demons be doing the most, man? Yeah. Kind of a buster, man. I ain't afraid of no.
What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy WesTheTech. I'm here for my Tuesday Q&As when it comes to music industry tips. Let me turn down this music so I'm not confusing everybody. By the way, this song is called The GOAT. I actually just released the music video for it recently, and it's actually doing a lot better than I thought it would, to be honest. So to God be the glory with that. All right, let me make sure I just check everyone who's in, everyone who's joined in. Monique, thank you so much for joining in on my live. All right, I'm just here to answer any music industry tips. Let me check the chat for YouTube. Sister, what's going on? I'm not brother. I'm tapping hearts like Kirby from Smash. Thank you for joining in, sis. For sure, I'm here to answer music industry questions. So let me get through all the particulars, of course. First and foremost, of course, I do these Q&As just to help you guys out as independent artists. All right, any questions that you may have, just go ahead and ask them right here on the chat. All right, best question that's asked today, get a free gift on me. All right, I'm not going to reveal what the gift is, but if you've seen any of my lives before, then you should know exactly what the gift is. All right, so free gift for the best question that's asked today on the live. And yeah, I'm just going to answer questions. Now, remember, of course, you always want to, if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel, because I'm always dropping music industry tips. Every Thursday, a new video comes out addressing a new topic in regards to music industry. I go from, you know, distribution to how to register your music with like BMI and ASCAP. All of the business side of the music I make videos for on a weekly basis. So definitely hit the subscribe button and make sure you tap into that stuff. And of course, lastly, I do have my membership program. All right, this is for those of you who want more of a one-on-one approach to the music business coaching. All right, with the membership club, you get different perks like priority replies to comments, members only exclusive walkthrough videos, and free monthly music business coaching sessions one-on-one. And all you got to do is hit that join button on the bottom of the video so that you could participate in that, all right? But I'm so glad and so thankful you guys are here. Art, what's going on? What's going on? How's it going? Have some questions today for sure. Thank you for joining in. And just to confirm, I just want to make sure that if you're Twizzle Art, let me know, because I know a few different arts, and I'm not sure if you're Twizzle Art, but if you are, definitely let me know in the chat. Yo, this is Corey from last week. Corey, I actually sent you a message this morning, and I apologize for that, brother. right after the live last week, it got really, really wild, right? It was emergency. I had to go address it, right? And I completely forgot to send it to you, but I guarantee you, if you check your IG right now, you will actually see the link and you will see the code to download it. So all you got to do is click on the link and on checkout, put the code in, and you'll be able to get it. So go ahead and get it right now as you're watching this live. And again, Corey, I completely apologize, but thank you, of course, for joining in again. Now, can you guys hear me? I want to make sure that everybody can hear me. So if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up, give me a yes. I want to make sure you guys can hear me and that everybody is here and on par. All right. So Art says, I'm Patrick. Art is a nickname. My bad. What are some good ways to pitch? All right, I'm gonna get to that question. I just wanted to make sure because Pat, I hope it's okay if I call you Pat, but my mentor's name is actually Art as well. So anytime I see that name, that's the first thing I think of, you know. And he of course knows a lot about music industry stuff too. But I forgot his actual profile picture. So thank you for introducing yourself, Pat. All right. Let me know where you're hailing from. Let me know where you're coming from. Definitely put your links in the chat. All right. Put your mic check 1 2 1. What's going on, LD40? Appreciate you for jumping in again. All right, thank you so much for being a part of the community. I'm happy to see you back here again. Pat, let us know where you're coming from, and everybody else on here. Drop your links, your music links, stuff like that, so we can all subscribe, so we can all follow each other on Spotify and all of that stuff. So don't forget to drop all that stuff there. All right. So, of course, I'm gonna be answering some questions. I guess I'll start with past questions since I did see it here. And Corey, let me know when you download it. Download it during this live right now, just so I can make sure that you got it. All right. All right. So past question is, what are some good ways to pitch to PR from a label owner's perspective? Okay. So when you're dealing with labels, you know, for my expertise, I don't know much about it, and the reason I say that is because I really do everything independently. I'm really all about do it yourself, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really have all the answers when it comes to record labels. That's not my niche, right? But I would assume that with record labels and PRs and executives, it's just like anything else, right? I don't pitch to record labels. I don't pitch to PRs, but I do pitch to music directors for sync licensing opportunities. I do pitch to, you know, playlisters. I do pitch to different places like that to get my music on personally. So if you're just talking in that aspect, you definitely want to be as professional as possible. All right, you definitely want to have all your things in order. Your music definitely has to be right, but all of those people, they truly appreciate professionalism. All right. So in whatever form that you're contacting them, if you're contacting them through email, make sure you have your headers, make sure you have, you know, your signatures on the bottom, all the contact information on the bottom, as well as your links and things like that, so that people are able to see it. All right. There are certain things that, you know, PRs and stuff like that, they all expect to see when you're introducing yourself, or they all expect to see a part of your email and things like that as well. So make sure you do that. I've found email being the best form if you don't personally have their number. All right. But I've seen other cases that, you know, just meeting the person in person, that obviously goes a long way because they get to feel you, they get to hear you, and they get to rap with you, if you get what I'm saying. So my best approach is always to try to contact them and actually talk to them. But if you can't do that, go the email route. But just make sure that email is as professional as possible. And if you do get them on the phone, or you are able to speak to them, just make sure you have all your things in order, right? You don't want to pitch your song to them and you don't have everything situated, like you're not registered, you're not this, you're not that. You're just throwing a song at them, right? You can't do that. You definitely want to have everything set in position. You want to be ready, or what's the term? You want to always get ready so that you don't have, you always want to be ready so that you don't have to get ready, right? Meaning that when the opportunity comes, you should always be ready, right? You don't want to be like, oh, let me go get this. You better have it on you. You better have a way for people to access you. You better have your website in order and all of those different things so that you could just, really wow them with the first impression, right? I've had a lot of people that I've reached out to that before they even heard the song itself, they were already impressed just because of how the email looked, just because of how I started a conversation with them, just because they was able to see my website and all of those different things attached before they even heard my music. You get what I'm saying? So that's all the things that you could definitely take into consideration when you're reaching out to anybody that you're essentially trying to do business with when it comes to your music career. So I know that wasn't specific to record labels, but I'm sure that follows that jurisdiction as well as far as that professionalism goes. So I hope I answer your question there for you. Brian, what's going on? Brian Wheatley Music, thank you so much for joining in. I see you, brother, in Delaware. Again, best music industry tip question that's asked today will get a free gift on me. All right, so keep asking questions. I'm also going to pull up some questions that I have seen throughout the week as well. Some interesting questions. Some of them I read, some of them I didn't read completely, so I might be in for a surprise as well. All right, I see Valerie from Pensacola, Florida. That's what's up. I'm in Florida too, but I'm way down south, way down south. So here we go. So I'm gonna pull up the first question here that I have saved. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so this question was actually asked on the video. It was commented on the video. How to use your DistroKid hyperfollow. Okay, so it's about the hyperfollow links. So the question is from RNB underscore dope 8212. The question is, hey brother, how did you get the song URLs for the platforms like Deezer, Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes? This is actually a great question. All right, but I have to kind of show you guys. So for anybody who may have this same exact question, I'm gonna have to show you guys here how that actually is done, because essentially when you're looking at URLs for anything, for any one of your music, okay, like for instance Spotify here, if you wanted the URL for the particular link, you would click on these three dots. All right, you would hit share, and there's the copy link right there. That will be the URL link right there. Once you click it, it automatically copies, and then you just paste it wherever you have to paste it to. But every single streaming platform has a method of doing this. All right, so if you were to do it, let's say Apple Music, for example, right? Here, let me look for myself on Apple Music. All right, where am I? Doom. There I go. Is this me? I think this is me. Yeah, this is me. Okay, so on Apple Music, same deal, right? This song right here, three dots. Hit the three dots, share. There's the copy link right there. That would be the link for Apple Music, right? Amazon is the same way. Deezer is the same way. All the streaming platforms are the same way. You'll go to the platform itself, find the song, and find basically the share link. Typically, the share link will be under the three dots. I don't even know where this whole three dots thing came from, or who initially thought of doing three dots as, hey, this is what you click on. But yes, it's the three dots. Look for the three dots next to the song, and you'll always be able to find the link in whatever streaming platform that you have. Now, just a fun fact when it comes to DistroKid. So what happens is when DistroKid has the hyperlink. So let me pull up one of the hyperlinks of my song so I could kind of show you guys what I mean here. So with DistroKid, boom. Let's go here. Boom. Why is this taking so long to load? Because it shouldn't. Come on. Okay. Is the link broken? The link better not be broken. Okay, let's try it this way. Okay, perfect. I don't know why it wouldn't load up, but all right. So this is a hyperlink right here, right? So with DistroKid, this is how their hyperfollow link looks like. But a cool thing that you could do is you could actually put in these links yourself, because what happens is until DistroKid actually releases the song, or until the song ends up on the platforms, DistroKid doesn't put the links right away. So what happens is Your song could literally be out already, but the links won't show up here yet, right? And that's just because DistroKid hasn't actually did it yet. You can actually bypass the wait, right? And all you got to do is literally go to customize, edit this page right here. Once you click on edit this page, you can literally come in and put the links in yourself manually. You don't have to wait for DistroKid at all. You see where it says edit? You can literally copy the URL the way that I showed you guys. You can literally find the URL, copy it right there, and have it for you. You can have all of these up before DistroKid does it, because sometimes DistroKid, like, let's say a song is released this Friday. Sometimes it takes DistroKid at least 3 or 4 days to get all the links to show up on the hyperfollow link. But your song is available on all those platforms since Friday. So all you got to do on that Friday, get each and every single link and manually put them in. And the cool part about it is, watch this. They will automatically put the image for you, so you don't even have to do that part. So let's say I were to copy this right here and then I'm just going to delete that one. Are you sure? Yes. Oh, no. Now I have no link. No. Add a link. Copy, paste, right? And they literally will automatically have the image. You want to resize the image so it's fit in the white box. You hit done, and you just name the link, Spotify, right? Save link, and boom, there it is right there. I don't have to wait for DistroKid to do it. I can do it myself, do it manually, and have the hyperlink ready for you. So that's for those of you who didn't know that you could do that. You could absolutely do that. You can modify the hyperlink in any way you can. You could even add music video, embed a video. You could do all of that stuff as well. So the hyperlinks are really, really, really dope. What's going on, Real Spitter TV? Thank you for joining in, brother. I'm on YouTube live right now answering music industry tip questions. If you want any music industry tip question answered today, brother, hop on to my YouTube live and ask the question there. Best question answered gets a free gift on me. And thank you. I appreciate you for joining in and checking up on me. Oh, by the way, once you do everything, you got to hit save changes on the bottom. If you don't hit that, then it won't completely process. It won't completely go through. But yeah, that's how you get all the copy links. And I just gave you guys a little extra nugget of information when it comes to using DistroKid with hyperlinks, since the question wasn't pertaining to that as well. So let me check the chat here. Okay, so I mean more in that aspect. Okay. And let's see. LD40 said, you ever thought about signing an artist to your label? By the way, my label got approved by USTPO. Yeah. Yes, big celebration for you. I need to see some fire emojis for that. LD40 is now officially approved. That's big work. That's tight work. Big congrats to you, brother. Yeah, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. That means you are official, and I love that. I love that for you. You know what I'm saying? Good work. I know, it probably was some things that you had to figure out in that process, because I know that process is a little weird. I haven't done a video on that yet, but I will, of course. But big ups to you on that. I know it felt good getting that approval. Do they do a letter in the mail? I don't know if they do a letter in the mail. They send you an email for it, letting you know it's approved. But congrats on that. That's a very, very big deal. Now, as far as me signing an artist, honestly and truly, I have never thought about signing an artist, and the reason for that is because I feel like I would fail them. I'm going to be real with you. I'm so busy doing so much that I feel like I wouldn't have time to actually manage them. I wouldn't have time to actually get them out there, because of course I'm here to help you guys with music industry tips, and I do this every week faithfully, but I'm also in a recording studio, and I also have a full-time recording studio business. So I have clients who come in on a weekly basis to, make their music and stuff like that. And then on top of that, I'm an artist myself. So I really wouldn't have time to actually focus on an artist and really manage them like that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I could hire somebody to manage them or something like that. But now that stuff gets messy because we got to have the same mindset and things like that. So no, I don't. I've never thought about it. I probably will never have a label and do that, because essentially everything I promote anyways is about do it yourself. It's about being an independent artist, right? So it'll almost be a conflict of interest if I decided to have a record label and sign people when I'm telling everybody that you don't need to sign to anybody. You could literally do it all yourself. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it. But that doesn't mean record labels are a bad thing. That doesn't mean that record labels don't work. You get what I'm saying? Record labels definitely work. You just have to know who you are as an artist, right? And that's something that I feel like is a question that's kind of always asked. You know, like, oh, should I sign a record label deal, or should I focus on getting a deal, or should I focus on being an independent artist? And I always tell people the same thing. It depends on the type of person that you are. Do you want to be an employee, or do you want to be the owner, right? Now, of course, everybody face value be like, I want to be the owner. I want to be the owner. But do you really understand what that entails, right? When you're an owner, you have to provide the collateral or the collateral, right? You have to provide the finances. Everything is starting from zero, and you have to pay for everything yourself. The growth process as an independent artist is not as quick as signing the record label. The record label, that's the employee. They have the infrastructure. They have the marketing. They have everything that you need to be successful, right? But you're an employee. You work for them. They own your stuff. They own your masters, this, that, and the third. And that's really the big difference between the two, right? So it's not that one is better than the other and things like that. It's what type of person are you? Do you believe that you have the work ethic to actually have your own business and manage it, right? It's not like you have a set schedule and you clock in and clock out, right? You set your own schedule. It sounds nice, but are you disciplined enough to actually carry on that schedule? Are you disciplined enough to work on the wee hours of the night? Because I'm going to be honest with you guys. Ever since I left my 9-to-5 and I've done music full time, it is absolutely fun. I set my own schedules and everything like that, but I work hard, y'all. I work probably harder than I did when I had the 9-to-5 job, because I'm always on call, right? It's not like a set hours 9-to-5. I have to do things in the middle of the night. I have to do things in the mornings. I have to do things all throughout the day, right? It's always a process of doing something. So it's a different beast. It's definitely more rewarding in ways that you don't have to share anything, but it is a different beast. So, and as a matter of fact, I got to double check something, because I think I did a video on that before. Let me see. It was a while back, but I basically laid out all the different, pros and cons to getting, here it is. Getting signed versus going independent. So I'm going to share this link. I basically talked about some of the stuff, but in this video, I kind of broke down like every major difference between the two. So I'm going to share this in the chat, and anybody who want to take a look at that, you could definitely take a look at that. But that was a great question, LD40. Definitely a great question. I see here, I think this is another question from Art. So he says, what would you say would be a good ROI? Ooh, ROI, I don't know. A deal from a potential investor for a record label. Okay, first and foremost, I need to look up what ROI is. ROI deal. And I'm sure you're probably going to chat it in or type it in, but I have no idea what that is. What's ROI? ROI. What is that? I am looking for the acronym and I don't see it. All right, you're going to have to let me know what that is. I don't want to spend too much time looking for this. So, again, I'm not sure, because that sounds like it's more of a record label question, and that's not a domain that I'm well versed in or know. So I can't speak on something that I'm not sure of. I pride myself on, if I'm going to give you the information, I have to know it myself. If I don't know it, I'll definitely go look it up. But all my information, and that goes from my videos and stuff, all of that stuff comes from extensive research, because again, I want to make sure I'm setting you guys up for success, and I'm giving you guys the right information. So yeah, elaborate a little bit more on that so I can understand what you mean by that. All right. And Mr. Man said I was able to download it. Thanks. For sure, Corey. For sure. I appreciate that. And again, I apologize for taking so long. Completely forgot after everything happened, but I appreciate that. Stig is my favorite by Connect. Oh, typo Connect. My bad, bro. All good, sis. Stig is still your favorite. Praise God. I appreciate that. All right, so we have another person who joined in here, the Gatlinburg Hussy. All right, well, I appreciate you for joining in. I think I see your profile there. I like the beard. The snowman beard, for sure. Appreciate you for joining in. Let's see your question here. Your question is, does Universal protect from your live stream as you're walking around town, as music is blasting? When you say Universal, what do you mean? Do you mean Universal Studios? Do you mean Universal Music Group, like the record label? I'm going to need a little bit more elaboration on that, Gatlinburg, so I can really understand what your question is. And you said hello from Gatlinburg, Tennessee, Smoky Mountains Park. Woo! Hey, let me know if it's cold around this time of year, but you way in Tennessee. You're further north than me. I'm in South Florida. Thank you for being part of the chat. Thank you for being part of the live. Make sure you guys, again, put your links so that we all can follow each other and subscribe and things like that, for sure. Sis dropped a fire emoji, and then Gatlin says, business are blasting music as I'm walking around Gatlinburg live stream. And I have to walk past the place as fast as I can so I don't get copyright strike. Okay, so I think I get what you're saying now. Okay, so you're saying when music is played out loud. Okay, so when it comes to music being played out loud in restaurants and things like that, it actually doesn't get tracked by it just being played out loud. It gets tracked by the person who is playing it. So typically if you're a restaurant, a club, or any one of those venues that actually play music, they actually have to have a license to play music in general in those places. So every cafe store and stuff like that, they have to have a license to do that. Now, I know a lot of them, they just have a Spotify account or something like that. But either way, you're going to get the credit for that anyway. But a lot of the times, they have to report that. And once that's reported in, you will obviously get your royalties from it. Now, if they don't report it, that's why we have BMI and ASCAP, because BMI and ASCAP and those PROs are literally are organizations that are designed to go collect your royalties for you, for every performance, for every stream, for every download. All right, so that's why PROs are important. If you guys aren't with a performing rights organization, I strongly urge you to sign up for one as soon as possible. It's one of the most important things to sign up for before you even start or release a song. So if you haven't done that yet, definitely go ahead and do that. And if anybody wants more questions about the PRO or don't know what that is, just type it in the chat and I'll go over it. And right now, I'm assuming that everybody here does know, but if somebody doesn't know anything about PRO, let me know in the chats and I'll go over it, because it is that important if you don't know what that is. All right. So let me see here. Young A, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Thank you for joining in on IG Live. Right now, I'm on YouTube Live answering music industry tip questions on YouTube. All right. Best question gets a free gift on me. So if you want to tap in and get your music industry tip questions answered, or just get a chance to win a free gift, definitely join in on my YouTube Live. By the way, Young A is a phenomenal artist. He actually featured on my debut album, The First Journey, Journey 1. So big shout out to him and big shout out to his career and everything that he's doing with his music, for sure. But yeah, Young A, holla at me on YouTube. The chat is going crazy over here. Okay, so sis said, if you ever think of hiring an assistant, hit me up, bro, with the big eyes. I got you, sis. Even though you're like warm weather, so I don't know how that's going to work. All right, Pretty Girl Progression, thank you for joining in. You built different. I appreciate you for sure. Sis says, sleep schedule all over the place, but that's what it takes, though, for sure. You guys are referring to being a owner. Yeah, it definitely takes a lot. Return on investment, Gatlinburg's Hustle. Okay, so now I got to scroll back up and see return on investments. What else would that be? That's so smart. Okay, I got you. So what would you say would be a good return of investment deal from a potential investor for a record label? Okay, so return for investments. Okay, so when it comes to record labels, typically when they sign you, they usually give you a bonus, or they usually give you a certain amount of money as a sign-in bonus or whatever the case may be. That's typically a loan. All right. Now, for most record labels, you don't actually make a penny until that loan is paid off. Now, the problem with it is that when they give you that loan, most artists, they're going to use that money for things that they need to look like an artist or be like an artist, right? They're probably going to pay for studio time. They're probably going to pay for this, get gold chains or whatever the case may be. If they're rappers, this, that, and other, they're going to spend it on their image. And if they're coming from a place of suffering, that's going to go quick, right? So from that point, now you're in debt, and now you have to work to make all of that money back so that you could pay them back. Only until you pay them back is when you will actually get your return of an investment, right? Only until that has happened. So that's why there's a lot of cases that there are a lot of famous artists who are well known but aren't well financed. You get what I'm saying? They don't have as much money, but everybody knows who they are. Why? Because they're not really making money off of their music, because they're still paying that stuff back and things like that. It gets very, very wild with record labels, which is why I'm so happy that we're in an era now that you don't need a record label, right? Before, they were kind of the gatekeepers. In order for you to be on the radio, you had to be famous, and you had to already been on a label and be big, right? These radio stations only dealt with Universal and Atlantic Records and all of those things, right? Before social media, before all of that stuff, it was so hard to get on stage unless you were known, in the bigger venues and things like that. But now with social media, now with the internet, you could literally grow your own audience with a click of a button. You could literally get your message spread out throughout the entire world with the right ad. You get what I'm saying? So it's so much easier now to be an independent artists. Of course, distribution is way easier for us now than back then, because distribution companies only dealt with major record labels. Now you can sign up for a distribution company for $29 and get your music on all streaming platforms. It's a different animal now, and I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful to be in the era that I'm in when it comes to the ease of getting out music and building your own music business. But at the same time, because it's easier, it's also flooded with a lot more people. So it ends up being more competitive now, because there's so many artists that come out every single day. So there's pros and cons to everything, but I like where I'm standing. I like where I'm at, and I hope you guys do too. So let's see. Looking for a return of investment. Okay, so Brian's question is YouTube the very best way to get a following? Oh, that is a great question. Great question, Brian. And as of right now, that is my favorite question. That is, all right. The answer to that question is an emphatic yes, a million times yes. If I didn't say yes already, I'm going to say it again. Yes, YouTube is the primary source of following for every artist. I don't care what anybody else says. I don't care people's opinions on TikTok. I don't care people's opinion on IG. I don't care about Facebook. All of those things. Sure, those things are great as well. But YouTube is a different beast. And the reason I say that is because there's a whole different amount of income that you could get from YouTube that you simply won't get in those other places. All right. Let's just do it mathematically for a second, Brian. YouTube, all you need is 1,000 followers, right? 1,000 subscribers to get your channel monetized. 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours, right? Once you get that, your YouTube channel is monetized, and you will actually start making money off of YouTube. You could, I believe everybody in this chat probably has over 1,000 followers on IG right now, but has never received a penny on IG. You see what I'm saying? You have to be in the millions of views, or your reels on IG or Facebook have to be in the millions, for you to really get a big chunk of money, right? I remember I had a reel that went viral on on Facebook, and it had 1.8 million views. 1.8 million views. It went viral. I got a $500-ish check from Facebook for that, right? I've gotten plenty more from YouTube without even having to reach anywhere near 1.8 million, right? So YouTube just fundamentally, there's just so many ways that you can make money on YouTube, especially as an artist, because when your music is played on YouTube, you're already getting into streaming benefits of it. Then if you're monetized, you get the ad revenue benefits of it. And you also get the performance benefits of it. So YouTube, you basically get paid 3 different ways off of one video that has your music on it. Then there's the YouTube Content ID. I didn't even mention that. So that's another way that you get paid off of just having your music on YouTube. So that's why me personally, I will always tell artists, focus on YouTube. Focus on YouTube. TikTok is great for exposure and everything like that, but just make sure you're directing everybody back to your YouTube in one way, shape, or form, because YouTube can sustain your entire music career if you got it set up the right way. So, Brian, I hope that helps you with the question. And actually, let me see. I should have a video detailing out in the different ways that you can make money on YouTube. Let me double check. Boom, 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 boom. Just sign YouTube. And in this video, I outline how to get YouTube content. No. How to YouTube money? I don't remember what I titled these things sometimes. Hold on. YouTube money. All right. 4 ways to make your money as an independent artist. No. Although that will help. How to make money on YouTube. This one right here. This is the one right here. If you want to know all the different ways that you could make money off of YouTube, Brian, this is the video you need right here. Make sure you check this video out when you get a chance. All right. And for anyone and anybody else on here who's looking for the same things, for sure. So I hope that answered your question. Let me know if that answered it for you. Okay, totally got it. Sis says, I've been in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Nice. I didn't even know that. Dope. That's Sound Exchange, right? Okay, what Sound Exchange? Sound Exchange. No, okay. I think you're referring to the Performing Rights Organization that I was speaking on earlier. No, that is not. PROs in the U.S. are BMI, ASCAP, or CSAC. All right. Sound Exchange is for interactive radio, but you do have to sign up for that too. All right. So what I will do, what is it? Gatlinburg. I'm gonna call you Gat for the purpose of enunciation and all of that. All right. So, royalties. All right, Gat. So what I need you to do is, you see this link right here? This link, I talk about all the different things that you have to sign up for to make sure you get all your royalties. Sound Exchange is one of them, but the Performing Rights Organization is another, and then there's 2 more. You make sure, and everybody else as well, anybody watching this, everybody needs to watch that video. If you're not signed up to any one of those 4 things, you must sign up today, because especially if you already have music out, you might have money waiting for you, but because you haven't signed up for all 4 of them yet, you might be missing out on it. So make sure you guys watch that just to double check and make sure you're getting all your royalties. So yeah, definitely check that out, Gat. All right, that'll definitely help you. Oh, you're welcome. Hi, come say hi. I do vlogs here at Gatlinburg. That's dope. See, this is community. I love this here. I love this. Eddie Crow, thank you so much for joining in. All right. Definitely let us know where you're from and all of that good stuff. Share your links. Thank you for joining in to our live here. And I see your question is, how important is it for us artists to have an LLC? Ooh, great question. Well, I'll ask you this, Eddie. Are you trying to be an independent artist, or are you trying to sign with a record label? If you're trying to be an independent artist and you want to start your own music business, then it is highly important. It's one of the most important things. As a matter of fact, I have this free tool that gives you 3 things that you could do right away to start your own music business. And forming an LLC is one of those things, a limited liability company. Essentially, make your stand on business, turn your music career into an actual business. How do you do that? By actually making it into a real business, just like any other business. How do you do that? By creating an LLC. Now, I have this book here, right? It's also an ebook form. This is the hardcover book. In this book, I lay out the 13 steps to jumpstart your music business. In this book, I basically lay out foundations, everything that I did to put myself in a position to leave my 9-to-5 job so that I could do music full time, one of the steps in this book is actually creating an LLC, right? So to answer your question, Eddie, yes, it is very, very important, especially if you're an independent artist. For those of you who want the book, you can check it out. It's on my website. I do have an ebook version of it as well. If you want hard copies, I got that too. But I will be honest with you guys. The best question that is asked today will actually get the ebook version of this today. So keep asking the questions. Keep trying to beat out everybody else with the best questions. So far, the person who's answered the best or asked the best question so far is Brian. So you guys got a challenge on your hands because that was a great question. A lot of people don't even think of YouTube as the way to go when it comes to promoting. But in my opinion, it's everything. All right. So definitely great questions. Great questions. So I have another question here, and this is from X Safin. Thank you for joining in as well. Let us know where you're coming from as well. And your question is, do you recommend Root Note as a free distributor? Actually, I did a video on this. Let me see. I know I did something on Root Note before, and I investigated it, which I usually do with every music distribution company. Here it is right here. Should I use Root Note for music distribution? Oh my gosh, this had 8,000 views. That many people. Okay, I'm going to share this with you, all right, because in this video, I lay out all the pros and cons for me when it comes to Root Note. Root Note is not high on my list as a recommendation. I know that they do free distribution, but I know that there's a lot about that isn't good, and I know there's a lot about it that causes issues and things like that. So I believe ultimately it didn't fall under my top recommendations. It's never made my list for top recommended distributors, but I don't quite remember what exactly about it is. In that video, I do explain it thoroughly. So definitely check that out when you get a chance, X, so you could get the answer to that, all right? And again, this is all information that I've researched. I've went into Root Note, checked out, and found out for myself when it turns into conditions and things like that as well, just to check it out. So definitely check that out when you get a chance. It's beautiful here, originally from Rhode Island. Nice. Lived in Boca Raton too. Dope. I'm in like Hollywood, so I'm not far from Boca, but I kind of am. You know what I mean? All right. So long distance assistant brother Zoom calls. I don't know about that one, sis. I'm gonna need you on site. You got to be here. Hey, all right. Got love Smoky Mountains. I got to go to the mountains. You know what, guys? I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never been to the Smoky Mountains, the Rocky Mountains, any mountains. I haven't seen a mountain ridge yet in my entire life, and I want to so bad. It's one of the main things that I want to make sure that I see soon. So pray for me, guys. It's coming soon. You know, I'm gonna take my baby. We're gonna go out there and we're gonna look at some mountains and find a cottage and just chill, right? So it's coming. It is coming. All right. So let's see here. That's what I'm working on. PGP. Okay. Since I've been trying to build up the mental and physical energy to have my perfect setup of my own YouTube channel. It's coming. It's coming. It's not hard, but it's coming. There are some things that you got to learn and everything like that. But you got it, sis. You definitely got it. Brian Wheatley said, thanks, trying to focus. For sure. You got it, man. I know you guys could do it. It's not hard. Well, I'll say it. How is it said? Okay. It's simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. It's not easy to set up, but it is simple to set up. It just takes time to set up. That's really all we're talking about. Just putting forth the time and the effort to actually get it done. All right. So I'm a watercolor artist and graphic design. Sis, share your link for those who want to follow and support for sure. And go ahead, ask the question. Now, Pretty Girl Progression asks, how do you promote your music on the radio? That's a great question. Well, to answer that question, I would say, are you looking at online internet radio, or do you mean the physical radio when you turn on the car and you listen to the radio that way? Because those are two different methods, right? When you're looking at online radio, you're thinking about things like SiriusXM. You know, you're thinking of things like iHeartRadio. You know what I mean? You're thinking of things like all of those different other online radio stations and things like that. that to promote on those are much easier because you can literally just contact the person who created those radio stations and get on them. You do the same for the obviously the bigger radio stations, the ones that we hear in our cars, you know, the FM stations and AM stations, so to speak. But all in all, for all of them, it's just a matter of contacting them, submitting your music, and hoping for the best, hoping that they like your music, hoping that you put enough effort into your music to make sure that music sounds fire to the point that when they hear it, they're like, oh, yeah, we got to put this on the radio. But, of course, everything is, like I mentioned earlier, about professionalism, right? Actually, last week I had my latest single, Never Letting Go. It actually is the song that's playing right now. I'm like, hold on, I'm saying Never Letting Go, but I kind of hear it in the background. Yeah, so Never Letting Go is actually playing right now in the background. That song I submitted to one of a radio show, not the whole radio station, but I contacted a particular host of a particular radio show that was on Holy Culture Radio. And because I make Christian hip hop music and I like his show, right? He's always playing dope music, and he has this thing called basically his picks of the week, right? His bangers of the week, so to speak. So I sent him an email. I put the song in there. I introduced myself, everything like that. He literally responded back a couple of days later, told me he loved the track, and told me when, at what time, and everything that he was going to play it. And, of course, I got the footage of it, of live and everything like that. It hasn't been the first time. I've done it plenty of times before, but I still record it every single time because, I don't know, maybe I'm going to make a big old video one day showing all the times my songs ended up on the radio. Who knows? But it's not difficult. But, again, make sure you're professional and make sure that your music is on point. If your music is not on point, get it so that it is on point so that they cannot deny you, right? So that they can't say no because of music. I'd rather they say no because they don't want to or no for any other reason than the actual music. Never be turned down because of the quality of your music. I've seen it happen before to great songs and great artists. Don't let that be the case for you. Put time and effort into that quality. I promise you. It will pay out dividends in so many ways, all right? Let's see. Fakir Fitness. That sounds like a great trip in the mountains for sure, brother. We got to go do that. We got to go like Vikings, go up a ridge or something. Thank you for joining in. I didn't even see you join in for sure. I appreciate you for joining in. Again, any music industry questions that you guys want asked, just ask them. Zid Lugal, who is on IG and who is not on IG no more because he ain't watching. So never mind, Zugal. All right, so let's see here. Sis says, how do I connect with musicians to design album covers or promotional material? Great question. That's actually a really good question, sis. And I'm going to tell you, okay, so I make my own album covers. It's the perk of being an artist my whole life, all right? But if you want to know the best way to make covers, to do album covers, I'm going to show you two tricks. I'm going to show you the free way, and I'm going to show you the pay way, but it's not going to be crazy, right? So let's start with the free way. You guys may not know this, but have you guys heard of Canva.com? All right. Now, Canva.com is one of those websites that, everybody kind of used to design stuff, to design logos and things like that. I'm going to show you something very, very interesting that I know a lot of people don't know about, that Canva does. Canva actually have templates for album covers, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean, right? Open up a Canva, and make sure the dimensions are equal, 1,000 by 1,000, 3,000 by 3,000, however you want to do it. And literally, as you can see, I already have it labeled here. Look at this. Music album cover. That's all you type in the search bar, the templates, and guess what they're going to do? They're going to give you a whole bunch of templates that you could use to actually make a cover. Look at this. Look at it. That's a whole single cover right there on Canva. Isn't that dope? Look, look at this. It's just different, and you could get specific. And of course, like, let's say we go back to this one. You could take this brother out. I don't even know who that is. You know what I'm saying? We could literally take him out and then just replace him with somebody else. Here, let's find a picture of me. We're gonna find. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. I'm scrolling. It's one of my clients right here, Pretty Girl Progression. I'm about to throw her up there as the rap guy. You know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. All right? You right? And then you take it, and then you go to edit. You remove background, right? And as it's loading, this is literally what I do for album covers. It's crazy. It's crazy. Now, of course, you know, I can make like album covers from scratch, but this is crazy. You guys are going to be like, wow, I never knew I could do this. Okay, so it looks weird. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Right? And now she's the rap god. Look at that. You see how that works? You see how that works? Very, very simple, right? You literally could do that with any one of these templates here. Canva has amazing templates for like single covers. Look at this. Look at this. And you literally just have to change the words or change the image, you know, and all of these come with Canva. They come free with Canva. Now, you may have to do the paid version of Canva is the only version that will allow you to actually remove backgrounds and stuff like that. But this would be the free way. Now, if you don't have an eye for this, if you don't have an eye to do this, and I'm gonna tell you, I make dope covers using this, but I also have the eye for it because because I've been a graphic designer for a long time. Your alternative is Fiverr. Fiverr with 2 R's. Nobody convince me that they didn't make a mistake when they were thinking about the name of this company. I think they just accidentally added 2 R's, and by the time it was processed and copyrighted, it was like, it's too late, right? Just put music single cover. And you could literally hire somebody to design a cover for you. Look at the price ranges on this stuff. Look at this. $10, $25, $30. You know, like you could get an album cover done for really, really cheap. Look, $5, $15. Now, granted, they probably have their own templates and things like that as well. But it's very, very easy to get album covers. This is dope. Look, there's someone who does cartoon. You know what? I might do one of these. Hold on. I haven't did a cartoon cover yet. Oh, they're actually really good. See, I was about to think about contacting them, but I just remembered that my sister's on here and she does amazing art pieces as well. So guess what, sis? You're going to do a single cover for me. And yes, I am going to charge you. I am going to pay you your full rate. Your full rate. But look at these rates, sis. So don't try me. Don't try me. I know you see these rates. Don't try me. All right, so yeah, so that's how you deal with single covers. I hope that answered that question there. All right, you guys have some great questions today. All right, let's see what we have. That's a great tip to having your music played on the radio, for sure. I'm not a musician outside of karaoke, but I can design, graphic design. Oh, yes, you can. All right. Hey, Daddy, independent. Eddie, you're independent from the Bay Area. What's up? From the Bay. I love that. Thank you for joining in. And it's much earlier for you, too. Welcome. Thank you for joining in. And thank you for letting me know where you're from. Make sure you drop your link, Eddie, and things like that so people could follow and subscribe and things like that, for sure. Now, Mallory also had another. How do I get into the music community and promote from them to actually hire me to make this cover? Ooh. Sis, honestly, make a Fiverr account. That I don't even know why. I don't know if you've made one. Make a Fiverr account, just like these dudes. Make a Fiverr account. Throw a price up there, and I'm sure you will get a lot of clients, especially because I just mentioned Fiverr on this live stream. You know what I'm saying? So definitely look into making a Fiverr account. That's a great side hustle. And you could also make the other art stuff you do as well. Make Fiverr accounts for those as well. And another thing, I'm gonna show you guys lyric videos. You guys listen. I did a lyric video. I got somebody to do a lyric video for me. I haven't released it yet. I had it done like 2 years ago. I actually forgot about it, but I'm gonna be releasing it this Mother's Day, whenever that is. But it's a music video. It's a lyric video to one of my songs I did a while back. All right, but you could even do lyric videos. Like, these are people who literally, you send them the song and they make a lyric video for you. So just in case you don't have the budget for an actual music video, you could do a lyric video and look at the cost of these things. That's crazy. This is crazy right here, but that's also crazy. That's also crazy. That thing, I better be in the video. But this is typically around what I typically see. You know, 40, 50 around there. $10, I wouldn't trust that for a bag of potatoes. This one's $5. That's well, you know what? Who knows, right? 4.9 for $5. Maybe he can make something dope. You know, actually, it don't look too bad. I ain't gonna lie. I might have to favorite this one. Yep, you're getting favorited. No, I'm not gonna favorite you. I could do that myself. See, I be spending money, man. Sometimes I be spending money for no reason. But yeah, check out Fiverr for lyric videos as well. That's something else that you could definitely find on here for a very, very affordable rate. If you just need some visuals for your music, it's a great way. And I believe one of you guys were mentioning how you wanted to have lyrics with it. So that's definitely something you guys can look into for sure. All right, now I'm gonna answer one more question here. Right, you guys had some great questions. Great questions. This will be the last question I answer from here, at least. All right, and the question is here. It was a comment that was left on how to register your song with BMI. So the question was from Louis Boo Kenya Music. So he hails from Kenya. That's dope. I'm rocking the shades. I know y'all see the shades. Walk to me. Okay, and I see it. Hey, you see the bling on the wrist too? All right. Let me focus. So, hey, sir, could you make a video if you are registering an album or EP? Oh, okay, so he's asking that in regards to registering. Okay, so with BMI and ASCAP is similar to this as well. When you're registering a song or when you're registering an album and EP, is the exact same way that you register a song. The reason I never did a video on how you register an album or EP, because it's literally the same exact process as releasing a single. And in this video, I show you how to register a song on BMI. To register a single or an EP or album, it's the same way. The only difference is you change the format. So where it says the format is single, you change that format to album or EP. That's the only change you do, but the entire process is exactly the same, all right? So to register your song on any of the performing rights, or your album or EP on any one of the performing rights organizations, you do it the same way, just change the format, all right? Let me see. Bling on the wrist. You see him? He wanted to make sure he got that bling on the cover. Like, he doesn't even sit like this normally. Nobody walks around with their hand like this. Nobody does that. He wanted to make sure that showed up. He wanted to make sure that showed up on the cover. Who walks around like this? Like, how you doing, sir? How you doing today? He knew exactly what he was doing. He wanted to make sure the world seen that. I feel you, brother. Hey, more power to you. That boy, and how you, he names the song, what? I'm assuming this is single. I apologize if I have this completely wrong. I love Kenya. I love everybody out there. So, but I'm just saying, you have it says walk with me and you got the bling. Are you trying to bribe people? That man trying to bribe people with the bling. Walk with me. Oh no, walk to me. He's trying to hypnotize people to come into him because of his ice. I feel him though. Do your thing, brother. Do your thing. All right, so that's pretty much it for the live. We are going to now introduce the winners. It's crazy. It's a dope cover, though. I wish I could see the whole thing. I'm gonna go look. Now I kind of got to hear the song. You know what? Let's do this. I'm sorry. Okay. Louis Boo Kenya Music. I'm sorry. Louis Boo Kenya Music. I have to do it now. Okay, is this here? This is here. I got it. I'm so sorry. See what happens when you give me a computer? Look, it's talk to. It's not even walk to me, it's talk to me. I couldn't see the T. But either way, it's still the same message. Talk to me because I have this bling. Look how he's sitting. I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to listen. Y'all want to hear it? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to definitely listen to this when I get a chance. And just because I am who I am, I'm actually going to share the link. I'm going to share the link right here. So anybody else who want to listen to it, you know what I'm saying? We're going to listen to this bad boy together. So I'm going to share this and make sure y'all don't tell nobody. even though this is gonna be saved and archived, and he could probably come from my neck. This is free promotion though, so he better appreciate this. Oh, he got a live performance too. Look at this. Okay, I'll definitely listen to this after this. Okay. So let's all right. So let me mention the winner here. Okay, so out of all the questions, there were some great questions today. I ain't gonna hold you guys. Some very great questions, and but I'm gonna be real with you guys. It wasn't close because I feel as though I believe it was Brian when he said, "Is YouTube the very best way to get followers?" That I think is the best question that was answered today. So Brian, I hope you're still listening to the live, because you are in fact the winner of the ebook, The 13 Steps to Jumpstart Your Music Business. You have officially won. All right. Corey, again, I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. But Brian, what I would like for you to do is to follow me on IG, because I typically check my IG more than anything else. You're going to follow me on IG, and you're going to send me a message, and I'm going to respond back with the link and everything else. All right. Now, Brian, if you left and you didn't get this message, then I don't know what to tell you, right? You're blocking your blessing. But if you're still here, let me know you're still here. Let me know you heard me, all right, so I can make sure I get that sent out to you and make sure that everything goes accordingly, all right? But that's pretty much it, guys. Of course, like I said before, make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel. Make sure that you're locking into all of these music industry tips, because, again, I'm here to help you guys out. All right. And just make sure we're helping to build this community, helping to answer or ask and answer questions for each other. All right. If you watch any of the videos and there's more things that you know about a particular topic that I have in a video, put it in the comments, right? We're all supposed to be here to help each other out and build this community. I'm really just trying to build this community so that we have a strong community of independent artists, just being able to grow and learn together. All right. So big ups to you again, Brian. Big congrats to you. Again, for those of you who don't know, I do have a membership club where you get perks. All right. All of these perks are include in different levels, have different perks. Definitely look into that. All you got to do is hit the join button on the bottom of the video, all right, to check out those perks and everything like that. All right. But that's pretty much it, guys. And Brian, I see you here, still here, so humble. Thank you so much. It's all love. Thank you for the question. That was a great question. I love talking about YouTube any chance that I get, because I believe YouTube is a blessing for every independent artist. Remember, Justin Bieber got discovered on YouTube. Soulja Boy built his whole career on YouTube. He was the first to do it. All right. There's Ed Sheeran, YouTube. The Weeknd, YouTube. All Taylor Swift, YouTube. They all built their fan base off of YouTube. But what's so dope about that versus TikTok and everything else, they got paid while they did it. They were getting paid for the YouTube ads. They were getting paid for all of this stuff. TikTok, you can have all of that stuff, but you're just going to get the exposure. YouTube, you'll get the exposure and you'll get the pay. So that was a great question by your part. Again, reach out to me on YouTube, WesTheTech everywhere, whatever social media platform you want to check me out on, guys. But I thank everybody for tuning in. We had a live chat today. We had questions all over the place. We got people letting we know where we come from. I love that. I appreciate that. Thank you all for joining in. And I will, of course, see you guys next Tuesday, same time at noon. And, of course, Thursdays are my tech tips. So just make sure you got the notifications on, you subscribe and everything like that, so you could get those notifications and check that stuff out, all right? But I'll see you guys next week. I thank you all for joining and being a part of this. And all love. Peace.